Hey, Robert, good morning, Robert. How are you, Robert? Welcome to the
Fine,
class,
fine.
Robert.
Morning, Miguel Angel.
Excellent. Excellent, Robert. Good. So, Robert, tell me, Robert, what about your weekend? How was your weekend?
I finished one of the greatest certifications program because it was
Ah,
about
okay, okay.
uh, it was integrated by about 27 courses, short and
27 courses?
big
My
courses,
goodness. Okay.
and
That's a,
just
that's
finished.
a long time, no?
Yes, well, in fact, I finished them in more or less 3 weeks. I
Wow.
finished all
Yes.
the courses. And besides, I have another 3 mandatory courses. Just finished that, and
All right.
now I will focus with a certification that I have to may present the exam for the next month. By the end of December, I will present the exam for this certification.
Okay.
So there's a plenty of job
Robert,
of work.
exactly. That sounds like a lot of job. Okay. But Robert, in December, aren't the Deloitte employees going to have vacation?
1 week work vacation.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yes,
Only
the
one
last
week,
week of the month. Yes.
the last week of the month. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Interesting, Robert. Okay, okay. Oh, that's why. That's why you said that you we're going to be taking your courses. And Robert, and what are the courses about? About you told me a Python language, right?
Yes, Python language is from December. I'm in the middle of the course and attending that course now. I'm planning to
Very
finish
good.
the course by maybe Friday, and there is
All right.
another two courses. But the thing is that when I have a 80% progress of this training program, I have to schedule the exam.
Ah, okay, okay. All right, all right. Very good. Okay, okay, okay. And Robert, I think that all of them are online, right?
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Very good.
I guess I
Robert,
work
and what about Python?
more.
Yes.
I think I work more on remotely
Yes,
than going to the office.
yes, obviously. That's good, Robert. That's a good benefit.
Well, the only benefit is that I don't have to spend time in the traffic and commuting time.
And spend money, no, Robert? Money on gasoline, maybe
Yes, yes,
no,
yes. You save money, I think.
exactly, exactly, Robert. Robert, and what about Python, Robert? Is Python easy to learn? Is it difficult to learn? What's your opinion, Robert?
I think it's a middle, uh, not very complex. Well, there are from the very easy solutions
Okay,
from, let's say, uh, flexible programs. I think it's very easy to build uh, programs. But if you
okay,
want complex solutions, this Python language is also at handy.
hard. Ah, okay. Very good, Robert. Okay,
It's
good.
very adaptable language.
Okay. And, Robert, and what about the syntaxes? Is it easy to learn the syntaxes?
Yeah, I think there are a few rules, very easy to comprehend, and also kind of editors from different providers.
All right.
So you can work on these editors, and they have tools that detect when you are making mistakes, something like
Ah,
a grammar
okay.
corrector in Word, something like that.
Ah, okay.
You have
Okay.
a syntaxis corrector,
Ah,
debugger, they call it.
okay. Ah, okay, debugger. Exactly. Robert, and what about yesterday, Robert? How was your day yesterday? Also taking
Well,
courses?
yesterday they let me some activities, and
Yes.
in the morning I have some meetings. I complete the meetings, and the activities I finish it by 9 p.m. yesterday. So
Good.
uh,
9
I delivered
p.m.?
activities and
Okay.
wait to sleep. Yes.
Okay, Robert. Okay. 9 p.m., Robert, late. Okay. Okay, Robert, very good. Okay, Robert, very good. So in the meantime, your panels arrive, Robert. Let's begin, okay? We are going to do, Robert, for today the review of Unit 5 from the workbook, okay? And it's here, okay? Look at this. Remember, today is November the 12th, 2024. It says, goal. By the end of the class, this week we have finished the review of Unit 5. For example, it says, complete these sentences. Use words from the box. For example, we have confident, depressed, fascinated, uncomfortable, curious, embarrassed, uncertain, and worried. Okay, I worried, for example. In my country, people never leave tips. So when I first went abroad, I kept forgetting to tip servers. I felt really embarrassed. The first time I traveled abroad, I was alone. I didn't speak the language and I didn't make any friends. I just spent a year in France learning to speak French. It was a satisfying experience, and I was by the culture. At first, I didn't, I really didn't like shopping in the open air markets. I felt because so many people were trying to sell me something at the same time. When I arrived in Lisbon, I was nervous because I couldn't speak any Portuguese. As I began to learn the language tough, I became more about living there. Before I went to Alaska last winter, I was worrying about the cold, but it wasn't a problem because most buildings there are well heated. Number seven, when I was traveling in Southeast Asia, I couldn't believe how many different kinds of fruit there were. I was to try all of them, so I ate a lot of fruit. It was a first trip to Latin America, so we were about what to expect. We love it and hope to return again. Okay, so I'm going to share this activity with you, Robert. Give me a minute, period, and I will put it on the cloud. Excellent. Robert, what is the weather like today in your area, Robert? Is it cold?
No, I think it's a very sunny day. Yesterday it was cold, and it's
All right.
very weird weather because sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot. That's why you get cold sometimes.
Exactly. Yes, I mean, changing the weather, no? Exactly,
Yes,
Robert.
it's a
Very good.
changing weather, and maybe you are not ready to adapt very quickly. That's why we have
Exactly.
cough and colds.
Exactly. Exactly, Robert. Very good. Okay, very good. So let me change there. Very good. Very good. Okay. Okay, let me. Very good. Okay. Good. Good. Very good. Good. Okay, there. All right. I will share the first link. Okay, I will share two links. Okay. The first link is for the first part of the activity, and then I will share the second link. Okay. Wait a minute. And it's this one. Okay. Very good. Okay. There it is. Okay. Very good. Very good. So Eduardo is here. Very good. Hey, Eduardo. Good morning, Eduardo. Welcome to the class, Eduardo. How are you, Eduardo?
Hello, teacher. Hello.
Welcome, Eduardo. Welcome. Eduardo, so please share with us, Eduardo. What about your weekend, Eduardo? How was your weekend?
It was okay. No major updates actually. I started my week last Sunday.
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly. Very good, Eduardo.
and I
And what about
went to a sorry.
yesterday, Eduardo? What about yesterday? How was your day yesterday?
Okay, I am not sure if it's because
Good.
I think it is a relaxed season.
All right.
Mm,
All
You
right. All right.
know,
All right.
yeah. So for that reason,
Very
I
good.
am assuming we don't have many activities, but yeah, it was a relaxed day.
Excellent. Very good. Excellent. Good. Thank you. Very good. Hello, Francesco. Good morning, Francesco. How are you, Francesco? Fine.
Hi, Michael. Thanks.
Welcome, Francesco, to the class, Francesco. So, Francesco, tell us, Francesco, how was your weekend, Francesco?
Uh, my weekend was great.
Excellent, Francesco. When
Uh,
you did go out, did you stay at home?
uh, mm, the last Saturday, I went to the Lomas de Cocoyoc to we we had a training, um,
All right.
visit with friends. Uh,
Very good.
We went to the run for the training together, no?
All right. Okay. Okay. And what on Sunday?
On Sunday, I visit to Cuernavaca
Very
the
good.
last Sunday with my wife.
Excellent. So good. First of all, and what about you day yesterday? How was your day yesterday?
Yesterday, I started with activities for the Deloitte um,
All right.
courses and meetings.
Very good. Okay, good. So it was easy. Sorry, busy.
Yes, the normal day.
Very good. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to share a link there, okay, on the site, okay. I already shared two links, okay, and we are working on this, okay. We are doing, my friends, okay, the review, okay, of Unit 5 from the book, okay, and it's this activity. For example, look at this. This, okay, let me show it to you. For example, it's complete these sentences use words from the box. For example, we have confident, curious, depressed, embarrassed, fascinated, uncertain, uncomfortable, and worried. For example, in my country, people never leave tips. So when I first went abroad, I kept forgetting to tip servers. I felt really embarrassed. Okay? The first time I traveled abroad, I felt really, okay, I was alone. I didn't speak the language and I didn't make any friends. Okay, so please, with this word, okay, let's complete, okay? For example, the first time I traveled abroad, I felt really depressed, I will say, okay? Esto es malo, okay, very good. Okay. Really depressed. Why? Why depressed? Because he said, okay, that the person was alone, okay, and didn't speak the language, okay? Very good. Okay, so please you can please from number 3 to number 8, okay? So let's allow 4 or 5 minutes for this, okay? Hmm. Okay, let's see. Okay, I start with number three. Okay, number three, please. Let's say Francisco. It says, I just spent a year in France learning to speak French. It was a satisfying experience, and I was
Fascinated.
I was
Fascinated.
very good, fascinated, very good by the culture. Very good, excellent, good, good, good. Eduardo, at first I really didn't like shopping in the open air markets. I felt
It felt uncomfortable because so many people were trying to sell me something at the same time.
very good, uncomfortable, very good. Okay, Robert, when I arrived in Lisbon, okay, I was nervous because I couldn't speak any Portuguese. As I began to learn the language stuff, I became more
Confident about living there.
exactly confident. Very good. Very good. Okay, okay. Francisco, before I went to Alaska last winter, I was very,
I don't know. Uncertain.
I was very uncertain, worried, no? Worried because it says, before I went to Alaska last winter, I was very worried about the cold. But it wasn't a problem. So I was like, just worried, okay? Worried about.
Okay.
Very good, okay? Eduardo, when I was traveling in Southeast Asia, I couldn't believe how many different kinds of fruit there were. I was
I was curious to try all of them, so I ate a lot of fruit.
exactly curious. Very good, okay? Robert, it was our first trip to Latin America. So we were
Worried about what
worried.
to expect.
Or uncertain, no? Uncertain is not used.
Okay,
Like I would say
uncertain.
that uncertain, no? Like not very sure, okay? Like hesitating, okay? Very good, excellent. Okay, so look at this. Imagine you are going to travel to a country you have never visited before. Write sentences using the factors and feelings given. Then add another sentence explaining your feelings. For example, factors: public transportation, shopping, the climate, the food, the language, the money, the people my age. Feelings are anxious about, comfortable with, curious about, enthusiastic about, fascinated by, nervous about, uncertain about, and uncomfortable with. For example, because a public transportation is something I will be anxious about. Okay, I will be afraid of getting lost. Okay, for example, shopping. Because for example, you say shopping is something. Look at this. Shopping is something I will be. I don't know. Let's say fascinated by. I will be fascinated by. Fascinated by. Okay, there. Okay. Then you need to say, listen, I'm sure there will be plenty of things, okay, to buy. Okay. There will be plenty of things to buy. Okay, so I'm going to share, okay, this part, okay, the activity, the instructions, okay, the directions, and the fact that I'm finished, and then please uh, complete them with, okay, as I gave you the examples. Wait a minute, okay, I'm going to share to the cloud. Okay, that is very good. Okay, very good. I have a question for Francisco. Francisco,
Yeah,
okay, thank you. Francisco, is it easy or is it hard, Francisco, to run 30 kilometers? I'm asking you because in Veracruz City in December, I think they will a radio station is organizing, okay, a race. It's a 30-kilometer race, and they are going to give good rewards. Okay, I mean good prizes for the first place, for the second place, and for the third place. And it's a lot of money. Okay, for example, they are going to give around 250,000 pesos. I mean, shared or divided among the three places. I don't know, for example, 100,000 pesos for the fifth place. I don't know, and the rest for the second and for the third place. So, Vasco, is it hard to run 30 kilometers?
I depends the road. Uh, uh, Sometimes the weather is important thing for evaluate and review
All
the altitude or the altimetry is important to know
right.
because these parameters affected your run, no? So
Okay.
uh, also is the, I don't know how do you say terreno,
Ah, very similar to Spanish, creo que es. The terrain, the terrain.
terrain. You need also evaluate because when you run into the asphalt or in the hard um,
On
hard
the
earth
pavement, no?
on the pavement. So it's different when you run in the trail running because in the trail running you run in the between forest or the, hi, how do you say suelo
Ah,
Soil,
on the exactly on the soil. Very good.
ground.
Exactly on the soil. Good.
and the
On the
soil.
ground. Very good.
Yeah, it's more, you don't affect also your brands when you run in the soil because it's different when you run
All
in
right.
the trail running in the mountains. It's different when you run
Okay.
in the, for example, the marathons, because in the marathons it's commonly run into the pavements or asphalt. So you need to evaluate different. Yes, that's all. Each run, each competition had the difficult specific characteristics. No.
Wow, Fresco. Okay. That's, but anyway, Fresco, for me, running on pavement, running on grass, running on sand will be really, really tiring. Okay. No. So maybe Fresco is a good chance for you. I mean, right now in Veracruz, they are the registration season is open for this competition, and they say that it's free. Okay. So maybe that's a good tip for you, Fresco, no?
Yeah, maybe. So the
No.
next year in the January, we will go to the
Yes.
competition for the middle marathon in the
Ah,
2025.
where in San Francisco? No.
No, in Veracruz. In
Ah, so there is another. I didn't know. Oh, really?
yes.
Excellent,
I don't
Mexico.
remember.
And
I think
will there be prices?
uh, I I need to review, but because I started for review the planning for the travel for this competition. But I think yes,
Yes.
I think the this competition had the prices for the first places.
Very good, Facecom. So, Facecom, it will be so proud for me to know that you won the first prize. Okay.
Yeah, no, but this the yeah the competition honestly is there are more person have more skills now for running. So, but
Yes.
for me, yes, it's a for me it's a passion. I think it
Very good.
started some too late because uh, in when I was a teenager, I didn't practice the athletics,
All right.
athletics, something like some sports. Uh,
Very good.
but yeah, but it's not that important obtain prices, but it's for me it's yes, maybe
Challenge.
improve the times
Yes.
for for my results. Is a great price for me.
Excellent, Mexico. Yes. No, I think also Mexico is important to consider the weather. The weather in Veracruz, even if it's December, January, or February, is hot anyway. Okay. Maybe not as hot as in May or in July, but anyway,
Yeah,
it's hot
I
there. Okay.
understand you.
No. Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay, friends. So let's continue with this. Okay. Thank you, Mexico. Very good.
Okay,
So, wait a minute. The goal is like this, okay? For example, as the example, okay? Shopping is something I will be fascinated by. I'm sure there will be plenty of things to to buy, okay? Okay. So for we have the factor, remember, we have the factor and we have the feeling, okay? So please just answer please from number 3 to number 9, okay? Okay, number 1 and 2 are already done. Okay, so please continue with from number 2, 3 to number 9. Very good.
Michael, can you share the example that you
Ah, yes, sir.
show
Yes.
us early?
For example, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Like here, okay, shopping is something I will be fascinated by. Okay, I'm sure there will be plenty of things to buy. First of all, well, there was the climate. Okay? The climate is something. Okay, the climate is something I will be nervous about. Okay, the climate is something I will be nervous about. Okay, because I will do know. Okay, the weather. in the new country. Remember, the plan is that you imagine that you visit another country, okay, a different country. So you can say the weather is something I will be nervous about because I don't know what the weather will be like. Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, I start with Robert. Wait, Robert, what do you write, Robert, for the climate?
Uh, the climate will be is changing. The climate is changing quickly nowadays.
Okay.
Period. I'm uncertain
Very good.
what is like the weather in Europe.
About what it it's like. I would say this. I'm uncertain about what is it like in Europe, no? Because
Okay.
we already know that we are speaking about the climate, no? Very good. Okay, okay. Very good. Okay, good, 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 good. Eduardo, what did you write for the food, Eduardo? The food.
The food is something I could be enthusiastic about.
Very good. The food is something,
And could be
I would
enthusiastic
be,
about.
okay, enthusiastic about, okay.
That I will try.
Okay, very good. I will try. Very good. Good.
To eat. I will try to eat
Ah,
everything.
very good. I will try to eat everything. Very good. Second, that is very good. I will try to eat everything. Very good. Okay, okay. Please, Francisco, what did you write for the language?
For the language is
Good.
something I could be nervous when you practice with the native speakers.
The language is something. Okay. Okay. I will be nervous. Okay. When speaking to native speakers. Okay. Very good. Okay. There was something we were nervous. I was nervous about when speaking. Okay. To native speakers. Okay. Very good. Okay. Well, let's say, Robert, the money.
The money is always limited when traveling.
The money is always limited when traveling. Okay.
Period. I'm
Very,
anxious
very good.
about having enough
Very
for
good.
my trip.
I mean, enough. Very good. Enough. Very good. For my trip. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Good, 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 good. Excellent. Good. Well, but let's say Eduardo. What about for the music, Eduardo?
Yeah, the music. The music is something I could be fascinated by.
It's something. Okay. I'm very good. Fascinated by. Okay. Then period. I
The music I could be fascinated by. Hmm,
hmm,
I I could be curious about that. About it.
very good. I will feel. That's what I was saying. Will feel curious about it. Very good. Very
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Very good. Francisco, what was the people my age, Francisco? The people my age.
The people my age is something I would be fascinated because had more uh, um, good histories. No,
They
and more
because they will have something.
because. 'Cause, 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 The people my age, I could be no, the people my age, something is something I could be fascinated
Good.
because with this kind of people you can speak more, or you have more sociability interactions.
Okay. Because you can socialize more, no? Because you can socialize
Socialize more.
more with them, no? Exactly. Very good.
Yes, it's
Exactly.
correct.
Exactly. Exactly. Very good, friends. Okay. So listen, here we have it says culture shock. It says make a list of 4 pieces of advice, okay, to help people feel comfortable about traveling abroad. Scan the article about cultural differences. Where can you find article like this? Who was it written for? I will exactly. It says culture shock. Each society has its own beliefs, attitude, custom behaviors, and social habits. These things give people a sense of who they are and how they are supposed to behave. Robert, please, people become, Robert, please. I think
Ah,
he must be in. Yes, good. People become conscious.
people become reading. You mean because
Yes, please.
your sound broke.
Yes, yes, very good.
People
Please, please.
become conscious of such rules when they meet people
Good.
from different cultures. For example, the rules about when to eat vary from culture to culture. Many North Americans and Europeans organize their timetables around 3 meal times a day. In other countries, however,
Good.
it's not the custom to have strict rules like this. People eat when they want to, and every family has its own timetable.
Very good. Eduardo, please. When people visit or live in a country,
When people visit or live in a country for the first time, they are often surprised at the difference between this culture and the culture in their own country. For some people, traveling abroad is a thing they enjoy most in life. For others, cultural difference make them feel uncomfortable, frightened, frightened, and
fright,
insecure.
frightened, frightened, frightened.
Frightened
Good.
and insecure. This is known as culture shock.
Very good to check. Firescom, when you're visiting a foreign country,
When you're visiting a foreign country, it is important to understand and appreciate cultural difference. This can help you avoid misunderstandings, develop friendships more easily, and feel more comfortable when traveling or living abroad.
or living abroad, okay? Okay, for here it says, here are several things to do in order to avoid culture shock. For example, number one, I would say this, instead of criticizing, enjoy the new customs you discover each day on your trip as much as possible. Very good. Robert, if you read,
If you read or understand the language, read a local newspaper or listen to the radio to find out what news they are likely to be talking about.
very good. Eduardo, talk to people.
Talk to people in order to understand their ideas about their own country as well as their thoughts about yours.
Very good. Firescom, remember the proverb.
Remember the proverb, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. It's a great way to start learning new things.
New things, okay? Okay, for instance, try one new thing every day, like a food you have never had before, instead of choosing something on the menu that you can have in your own country. Please, Robert, read a book.
Read a book about the history of the place you are in so you will understand it better while you are there.
Very good. Eduardo, go to concerts.
Go to concerts, museums, and theatrical performances, and sporting events to appreciate the culture of this country.
Very good. Paisco, remember that traveling.
Remember that traveling is an educational experience, so be ready to question the stereotypes you may have of another country and learn about the stereotypes people in that country might have about the place you come from.
You come from. Exactly, my friend. Okay, here it says, read the article. It says, use your own words, okay, to write definitions for these words. For example, culture, culture shock, appreciate, stereotypes, okay? Okay, so we already read the article. Okay, so there, please, write, please, what is for you culture? What is for you culture shock? What is for you appreciate? What is for you stereotypes, okay? Because for example, you can say culture, okay? Okay. It is related, okay, to all activities. Yes. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. To all activities, okay. Okay, Eduardo, very good. Okay. For example, look at this. For example, look at this. Okay. Let me say my skin again. Good. There it goes. Okay. So, well, it is related to all activities, okay, beliefs, okay, okay, values, okay, norms, custom, behaviors, and artifacts, okay, that characterize that is, a group or society. Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, please, now please, you just answer please for number 2, 3, and 4. Okay, very good.
Michael, can you share the reading the
Yes. Ah, yes, the text. Okay, very good.
The text, yes. Sorry.
Very good.
Thank you.
For example, very good. Ladies, okay, good.
Ready, thanks.
Very good. So basically here is that you have to define, okay, in your own words, okay, what is culture shock, what is appreciate, okay, what is stereotypes. Okay, so let's see. What about please, Robert? Why is for you, Robert, in your own definition, Robert, or how will you define, Robert, culture shock?
Culture shock is an encounter with a different behavior in other society.
It's in contact with a different
Behavior
okay,
in other society.
in another society, I would say, in another society. Very good. Okay, okay. Excellent, excellent. Good. What about Francisco? Francisco, how will you define Francisco? Appreciate Francisco. In your own words.
Um, Appreciate important places as museums or relevant local architectures in each countries. In each different countries.
For that, okay, it's I will say okay, is to value okay the other cultures, the other culture, for example, museums, traditions, no, and customs, ¿no? O sea, que en sí así, que es apreciar its value, okay, the other cultural museums, traditions, and customs, okay. Well, please, Robert, what is for you, Robert, stereotypes? Stereotypes, Robert.
Stereotypes are models or reference
Models or reference,
to
okay.
describe things.
Very good to describe things, okay. I would say, Robert, based, for example, on false information, no? Maybe. For example, uh, I had a teacher when I was student in the university, my major. He was from France, okay. And this teacher had, but she was living in France, okay. And then she was invited by the university to join and give us classes, okay. But her stereotype for us, okay, for Mexican people, it was that we still wear hats, that we still, I don't know, didn't have good houses, that in Mexico there wasn't, okay, um, any kind of transportation, just by horses or on donkeys, okay? So the taste of horse, okay? Very good. Okay, let me see, very good. For example, okay, it says complete these sentences by giving information about customs in a country you know. For example, I would say, it says, if you go for a long ride in a friend's car, it's a custom to offer to pay for some of the expenses. When a friend graduates from a school or college, okay, if you borrow something from a friend, when a friend invites you to dinner, okay, okay, just please write the second part, okay, like here, okay, it's a custom to offer to pay for some of the expense, okay. Obviously, you can speak about any of the countries you have visited, or if not, speak about Mexico, okay. Very good. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think they are easy. Please, Robert, it says, when a friend graduates from a school or college, and Robert,
It's the custom to celebrate
very good.
by
It's the custom,
enjoying meals
very good.
or dinner in a restaurant.
Okay, in a restaurant. Very good. Excellent, Robert. Very good. Okay, 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 good. Okay, Eduardo is Eduardo back?
Yeah.
Maybe Eduardo. Well,
You
if you
borrow
borrow
something,
something from a friend,
probably you will forget to return it.
okay, when you can say I will probably, okay, forget to return it. Okay, very good. Well, or maybe you can say is the custom, okay, maybe following the good rules, okay, is the custom to give it back, okay, as soon as possible. Okay, good.
Mm.
Uh, Francesco, when a friend invites you to dinner, let's go.
Okay, when your friend invites you to dinner, it's commonly you bring some present.
It's common, okay, to bring, okay, very good, a present, okay, for him or for her, no? Very good, excellent, friends. Okay, okay, pues, lo que dices, contrasting custom, okay, dices, read the information, okay, about the different customs and find four pairs of countries with contrasting customs. Write the countries on the lines below. First of all, I will start to read. It says country, custom, country, Brazil. Friends kiss each other 3 or 4 times on the cheeks as a greeting. Okay. Denmark. People generally arrive on time for most occasions. Okay, please, Robert. Egypt and France, Robert, please. Egypt and France.
Egypt, people allow their host to treat them to meals in restaurants. And
Very good.
France,
Good.
service is usually included in the price of a meal in restaurants.
Very good. Eduardo. Japan and New Zealand.
In Japan, people bow when they see or meet someone they know. New
Very
Zealand,
good.
people usually pay for their own meals in restaurants.
Very good. Francesco, Spain
People
and
usually
United
arrive
States.
late for most appointments. And United
Good.
States, people leave a tip 15 or 20% in restaurants.
For example, it says the ones that are contrasting, okay, not similar, contrasting. For example, Brazil says friends kiss each other 3 or 4 times on the cheeks as a greeting. Japan, they don't kiss, okay, they just bow when they see or meet someone they know. Okay, remember, bow is the signal of respect, okay, the Japanese do, okay, when they meet people. Okay, so a good example of contrasting customs, okay, is Brazil and Japan, okay? Okay, my friend, please try to get the other combinations, okay? For example, look at this. I will do number two, for example. Denmark and uh, Spain, for example. No? For example, Denmark, it says people generally arrive on time for most occasions. And in Spain, no. People usually arrive late, okay, for most occasions. Okay, so you please find the other two combinations, okay? I think it's easy, 3 and 4, okay? Very good. Okay, for example, what about Francisco? Petro, visit me number three. Which countries have an opposing customs or contrasting customs, Francisco, please?
Yes, is France and United States, for example.
France and, okay, the USA. France says service is always included in the price of a meal in restaurants, okay? And in the US, no. Exactly, you have to pay extra 15 or 20% in restaurants. Very good, okay? Well, please, Eduardo, please, what are other two opposing or contrasting customs, Eduardo, please? Number four.
Egypt and New Zealand.
Very good. So let's see, Egypt and good, New Zealand, okay? For example, Egypt. People allow the host to treat them to meals in restaurants. People usually pay for their own meals. Very good. Okay. Well, please, let's say Robert. Let's make Robert number five, Robert. Which are the two opposing countries? Okay, Robert.
Mm, opposing countries in this list?
Or any other, you know?
Um, well, maybe if we use the case of Denmark, people generally arrive on time for most occasions, and Mexico,
Very
it could be the same rule.
exactly. Exactly. Denmark and Mexico. Yes, exactly. Mexico, people won't arrive, okay, okay, on time for most occasions. Very good. Exactly, difference. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to share this with you because I think it's a long, yes, it's a long activity. Okay, I will use this. Read these five cross-cultural situations. Write sentences describing what the visitors did wrong. Use the expressions in the box. For example, you are not supposed to, you are not expected to, it's not the custom to, it's not acceptable to. Or the affirmative. You are supposed to, you are expected to, it's the custom to, or it's acceptable to. For example, Annie is from Denmark. When she was on vacation in Spain, some Spanish friends invited her to dinner at 9. She arrived at exactly 9, but her friends had not even arrived home yet. In Spain, you are expected to, okay. Friends, could you please read number two question? Kayla,
Kayla is from the United States. During her first week in Paris, she went to a restaurant with some new friends. She was so happy with the service that she left a tip of 20%. Her friends were a little embarrassed.
embarrassed. Embarrassed. Very good. Eduardo, James is
Embarrassed.
from, good.
James is from New Zealand. When he went to Egypt, he was invited to dinner at a restaurant. When the bill came, he offered to pay for his dinner. His Egyptian friend was kind of upset.
Upset. Upset. Very good. Okay.
Upset.
Robert, Clara is from Brazil.
Clara is from Brazil. She was working for a year in Osaka, Japan. One day, when she saw a Japanese co-worker in a bookstore, she went to say hello and kiss him on the cheeks. Her friend was very surprised.
Imagine. Very good. Fresco, Brian is from Canada.
Brian is from Canada. He was on vacation in Bali, Indonesia, and some new friends invited him to a template to watch a special dance performance. He arrived on time wearing a clean t-shirt and shorts, but they said he couldn't go inside the temple because he wasn't dressed properly. Oh,
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to say this with you because, okay, Okay, give me a second, okay, very good. So imagine that situation, okay? Okay, very good, there it goes. Okay, good, good. Okay, okay, there it goes. Okay, there. Okay, very good. Okay, there it goes. Very good. Equal to, okay, there it goes. So, very good. Okay, okay, very good. Very good. 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 Okay, there I will share. Okay, the link, okay, the first link is for the first part of the activity, which is the beginning. Okay, and I'm going to share the second part with the minute. Very good. Okay, there it is the second part. Okay, for example, that's going to be if you are able, okay, do it as homework, no problem. Okay, we'll do it next class. Okay, okay, for example, here it says, okay. Remember, we have to consider, okay, we have to consider the traditions here, okay, on this section, okay. And for example, it says, Annie's in Denmark is from Denmark, okay. When she was on vacation in Spain, some Spanish friends invited her to dinner at 9. She arrived at exactly 9, but her friends had not even arrived home yet. In Spain, you are expected to, to arrive late for any invitation, okay. Why? Because it's here, no? In Spain, okay, it says, people usually arrive late for most appointments. Okay. Or you can say like yes. In Spain, you expect to arrive late for any invitation or look at this or appointment. Look at this or appointment. Very good. Hmm? Okay, so as I said before, if you are able to do it as homework, not a problem, okay? So it's almost 4 minutes before the class finishes. Okay, so let's practice conversation. For example, what about Francesco? Francesco, please tell me, what is your day going to be like today, Francesco? How is your day going to be today, Francesco?
My day today is a commonly day with some activities, courses, meetings,
Very
English
good.
class.
How many meetings? Listen, how many meetings are you going to have today?
How many what?
How many meetings are you planning to have today?
Meetings? I think
Yes.
I have 2 or 3 minutes for today.
Okay. Very good. Excellent. Long meetings or short meetings, Maestro?
No, commonly are some short meetings. maybe 30 minutes
Ex-
for each
Okay,
meeting.
okay, good, good. What about Eduardo? Eduardo, what is your day going to be like today, Eduardo? How is your day today?
I think it is going to be a relaxed day. As I said before, I don't have many activities recently. So, yeah,
Exactly. Very good. Relax
it
and
is
very
going to
good.
be
Very
a
good.
relaxed.
What, very good. What about Eduardo? No, sorry, Robert.
Well, in fact, I'm just started my day. I'm already connected here, and I will have a meeting as soon as we finish the class at 8:30. So I think
All right.
after that, I will continue with all the activities that they assigned to me in this project.
Very good, friends. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so I want to share a link with you, friends, and it is about have I already shared the logbook project to you? I don't remember. The logbook project is about
The notebook?
a reading activity, okay, in which we as homework or in class we will have to read interesting books, okay, from around the world. But I don't know if I already shared the link to you. Listen, I'm going to get the link. Wait a minute. Okay. So we can check it out super quickly before the class finishes. And next class we will start to work on that project. Okay. So let me get the link. A minute. Okay. Very good. Okay. Mhm. Very good. So it's not here. Okay. 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 Good. Okay. No, it's not here. Why not? Okay. Very good. Okay. Give me a minute. Where's that lab book? Okay. Lab book. Ah, here it is. Okay. Look at this. I'm going to share it here on the chat. Okay. It's there. Okay. Very good. So if you click on the link, my friends, you will be able to see this activity. Okay. Okay. There it is. Okay, there it goes. Okay. So this is for next class. Okay. Next class, if you got a chance, review it, check it. Okay. If not, no problem. We work on it. Okay. Next class. Okay. This is called a lab book. Okay. So basically, the activity is going to be like this. Okay. We're going to read a book. Okay. In this time, my proposal is going to be Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, which is a classic from English literature. Okay, and we are going to read the book. And we are also going to do some activities based on the book, which is reading comprehension and vocabulary. Okay, and in the end, we're going to do a lab book. Okay, a lab book. Okay, I will explain what a lab book is and how it's made. Here, you will also find the listening chapters, so you can either read the chapters or listen to the chapters. But I will faithfully in that class. In the meantime, you please keep the link for yourselves. If you have the time to explore it, that would be nice. Okay, but it's going to be reading. Okay. Okay, so that will be all for today. Thank you, Francesco. Thank you, Eduardo. Thank you, Robert. Please take care, stay healthy, and have a great day. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friends. Thank you. Bye bye.
Great
Thank
day,
you. Bye
Michael.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Good. Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.